Number 308 in the Indicator collection from the Columbia Noir 2 is The Mob, and this is what I'm talking about. This is my favourite of the noir movies in this set so far. Just so fun and interesting, with great characters, a wonderful setup, and twists and turns galore. And we are introduced to Johnny Damico, our main character at the start. He's a police officer. He's buying a ring for his girlfriend, wants to marry her. As he's kind of walking back to the house in the pouring rain, there is a murder in front of him. As he goes to check it out, it turns out that the person who did the shooting was a lieutenant, and Johnny's looking over the body when the lieutenant goes to make a phone call to call it in, and then he disappears. And it turns out that the person who was a lieutenant wasn't. He actually had killed the lieutenant, stole his badge, and had committed another murder and got away with it. So Johnny is then tasked with going undercover into this crime world to try and figure out who the big bad guy is, this Blackie Clegg that is this notorious crime boss, and take him down. But there's a little bit of danger in there, because this person that was pretending to be a lieutenant has seen him as much as Johnny has seen the fake lieutenant. So they have this kind of stress and tension that's going to come up later on, and the movie is just so much fun. We follow Johnny as he works his way into the docks where a lot of people are getting jobs. He kind of gets a fake identity, he makes some friends, gets a place to stay, and slowly starts to instigate himself into the criminal world. And it never goes as simple as you first think. It's not easy for him to just ease into it. In fact, a lot of the criminals are suspectful and don't like him and try to get him out of the picture as quickly as possible, framing him for murder, trying to threaten him, terrorise him. And it's fun to see Johnny outsmart all these people, be a little bit more cunning, know exactly their tactics and use them against them. Of course, having the backing of the police force to make people disappear but look as if they've probably been murdered along the way, building his credentials as a criminal. And it's all building towards this: who is the mastermind? Who's the person that's behind all of these crimes? Who's the person that's put the hit out on Johnny? And who is pulling all the strings? And it's really fun and it's suspenseful, and you get all these characters of who it could possibly be. But there's other twists and turns that aren't necessary in the movie that are just really fun. There's a character that turns up at one point who happens to be another undercover detective of certain points, and it's a really fun reveal and some levity that comes with that moment as well. It just makes it super fun. There is some real tense and suspense near the end of the movie as Johnny is driven to meet the Mr. Big and is hoping that he's going to have a backup team with him as they try to triangulate where exactly he's gone. You have that unease of things are going to go bad, especially when there's a reveal later on with someone in danger, which is just out of nowhere, wonderful surprise and just expertly done. This is a masterclass of a movie. I loved all the characters, even the little side ones, of which there are a lot, play into the movie. It has some real suspense and twists and turns and tension in amongst it all to create a wonderfully elaborate storyline that seems rather simple while you watch it, and you just forget how well constructed this really is, which is why I just so attuned myself to this one. I thought it was great. You even get Ernest Borgnine in this in an early role as well, which is pretty fun to see him in. And the movie's just effortlessly great. You know, this is one that I don't want to waste too many of the plot twists and turns from the movie for you, but it's one that I'm going to suggest that you really get to as quickly as you can, because it's so much fun. On this disc there's lots of extras regarding Borgnine that I've not checked out as yet, and of course the Three Stooges short Hot Stuff, which I really liked a lot. I thought this one was genuinely really funny, and something that I just had a good laugh with watching their stick. It's funny how some of these things just land and some of them don't. Maybe I was on a high after the movie The Mob, and I just went into this one with an open mind and loved it. I thought it was great, and I'm just really happy with this disc. The Mob, brilliant stuff. Best of this set so far. I wonder if anything will beat it. I'd love to know your thoughts on the movie. If you've seen it, let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.